episode of the Queen Mimi Radio Show. Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. We hope that y'all are doing good. Of course, staying blessed, staying safe, taking care of yourself, like we always like to say. Here, for those that do not know, on the Queen Mimi Radio Show, we celebrate the strength of human spirit through music and conversation. Hosted by yours truly, Queen Mimi, a musician and advocate. Our show is dedicated to spreading positivity, motivation, and awareness. Like the topic we're going to be talking about tonight, about critical issues like mental health and domestic violence. Each and every week, you guys, we feature inspiring stories, expert insights, and empowering music that resonates with listeners' experiences. So we hope you join us as we navigate through these crazy life challenges, share our personal journeys, and foster a community of hope and resilience. The Queen Mimi Radio Show is more than just a radio show, y'all. We hope to be a source of inspiration and support to all that come through and check us out. Okay, so with all that being said, before we get into the topic for the evening, you guys, we feel like we have to give like a trigger warning because we're going to be talking about our girl Sonya Massey. So we've been seeing all over TikTok, all over social media. Make sure we say her name. I need y'all to do the same thing, and we're gonna make sure we do that this evening. Um, we're gonna talk about that in the second segment, kind of touch on it a little bit. But before we get into all that, real talk. We live in a whole different time now, y'all. Pretty sure y'all can agree with that. Um, it's like we have no rights. We have no freedom. You can't even call the police who are supposed to serve and protect. Supposed to serve and protect. Keyword. The community, whether you black, white, Mexican, whatever your race, whatever your nationality is. It's like you can't even do that anymore. We remember just some small, like when we was coming up, you wanted to see somebody, I'm holler at you at 3 o'clock, man. I'm gonna see you after school. Everybody fought, went home, lived to see another day. Not saying, we didn't experience no shootings, nothing like that, because we did. We'd be lying like hell if we said we didn't. But not to compare, but it just seemed like it's getting worse and worse now. Maybe we paranoid, we might be tripping, we don't know, but it seems like it's getting worse and worse now. Like you can't even cut somebody off, talk to that girl, friendly conversation, not doing anything inappropriate. Like you said, call the police, get people to help you. People don't even want to do that anymore. Chivalry is completely dead, and everybody, and that's getting worse too. It's like out for themselves, out for what they can get or what they can do or how much harm they can cause. And it's crazy as hell to us because people don't really realize like what you put out there in this world is like what you gonna get back. It makes no sense to us. You get what you put out. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And yeah, we finna say this. Black people, we live in fear. It's like when we driving now, we do delivery driver like DoorDash and whatnot. And we not necessarily afraid of the police. We don't have a fear of them, but we just don't really want to deal with them. We've been involved in the court system, different things like that. Um, Hello, who's this? Let's put this up real fast, y'all. Hello. Oh, I hope I don't say your name wrong. Forgive me, but let's say hello there. I love your stream, which is why I followed you. I like to invite my friends to your channel. Let's discuss more about the donation, more on this club. Okay, we got you. I'm gonna holler at you. Either, either. Please forgive if I said your name wrong, but we're gonna holler at you. So we like to, highlight people's comments because we get a couple of them while we do our show. But like we were saying, you guys, we're not necessarily afraid of the police or have a fear or anything like that, but we just don't really want to deal with them. We've been in the court system. We can go down the list: restraining orders, domestic violence, child support, custody, all that. And we just at the point now, warrants, tickets, all that, license. So forgive us. We done did the research. We done looked up the statistics, but our people, that court system was never built for us. None of these systems were ever built to keep us like this. You know what we said? Keep us united, to help us come together. It's all designed to keep us separated. Even something like this that happened to Sonya Massey. We saw somebody make a comment on TikTok like, you already judging the man. You don't even know if he's guilty or not. We all saw the body cam. Hell, I done seen so many videos on social media. He was guilty. Really? Really, dude? But again, on the second segment, like we said. But yeah, our people living in fear now. And yeah, we know everybody finna say, what about white people? You know, they're going through it too. I'm not saying they not. But when is the last time you seen one of them get shot over something so simple? Look at the track record. Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, we can Sonya Bland, we can go down the list. Just for doing wearing a hoodie, just for playing music in your car, just for getting arrested and going to jail. Like this lady called the police. You know what we saying? Hello, Van Geese. Hello, how are you? You know, this lady called the police because she thought she had an intruder. You know what we saying? They supposed to come and serve and protect. Last thing I'm pretty sure this lady was thinking about was getting dead. That's the last thing I'm pretty sure she was thinking about. And hold on, yeah. There we go. Okay, there we go. Last thing this lady was thinking about was losing her life. You know what we saying? And it's like our husband said a couple of days ago, like you can't even call them now. You can't rely on nobody to help you. So it's like, how do you resolve? Like, if you get into a confrontation with somebody, how do you resolve that without getting them involved? Like, you take matters into your own hands, they still gonna get called. So it's like, you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. Like, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get, unalive. This the last news they was expecting. It makes no sense. And always, when people out here doing evil, why in the hell do we have to justify our evil? That makes no sense. You wrong, you wrong. You know, just own up, keep it moving. You wrong, you wrong. We haven't been there. You know what we saying? So we already know what it's like. You gotta hold yourself accountable and take responsibility when you know what I'm saying you falling short wherever at in your damn life. Don't be blaming other people because they don't have control over you. They don't whatsoever. And then this man called her crazy. You know what? After all that was over with, you know what we saying? That made no sense. Do we even know what that word means? Real quick, y'all. That means a female dog, a crazy bee. Last time we checked, this lady don't walk on four legs. Of course, she's no longer with us, and she don't go bark bark or whoop whoop. None of that. She don't do that. So why would you call it that? Clearly saw in the video. Like I said, we're gonna really get into more of this on the second segment. You clearly see in the video. Yeah, she's holding a pot of boiling water. Yeah, she was not in no threatening. Didn't attack them, didn't resist or anything. All she said was, "I rebuke you." These are her words. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's all she said. What could I say? I can't see the comments on LinkedIn. Hold on. But I'm gonna go look. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's all it said. And this what this man took as an excuse to like, I'm gonna just shoot. You could have tased it. It's so we can go down the list with all this crap that's been happening to our people. There's so many other things you could have did that would have that had a different outcome. And we're looking at our phone, y'all, because we got a comment. We want to make sure we don't miss nobody. But yeah, it's so many other things you could have did that it would have had a different outcome. Like seriously. And you just decide to take the most coward way out possible. And that makes no sense. with vocalist. Yeah, real talk. He said, "Hey Queen, that man was looking for anything to try and trigger Miss Massey to show his stupidity." Exactly. And thank you for coming through, vocalist one, by the way. But yeah, exactly. That's what people do, man. They look for an excuse. I'm gonna just shoot and blame it on her. It's all salt in the body cam, bro. It was right there. I saw like two, three videos. She wasn't no threat. We're not a threat to nobody. Half the time we don't walk around bothering nobody. She called. I can't say this enough. She called y'all for help. Now, why in the hell? I call me stupid. I don't know, but why in the hell would she call y'all to bring y'all over there and cause more problems? Somebody help me. I might be lost. I don't know. But this lady is no longer with us. Had a 17-year-old son. Now this little young man got to bury his mom. Loved ones. They looking for answers. And then this man gonna plead not guilty. I heard that. I was like, somebody get him, please. Please. Not guilty. You dead wrong. Okay, you ain't not guilty, but you sit in jail. I correct? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Even your colleagues, they standing there looking like, well, what did you do that for? They even asked, you want me to go get the kid? Or something they said in the video. He's like, nah, I already got her. Like she's a deer or a bear you just shot in the woods or something. This is a human being that that was living. This ain't just some livestock or something you just shoot and keep it moving. It's a human being. This is a black woman. That was our sister you took out, man. And you just said, I shot her. I got her. Like her life meant less than yours. Where in the hell do we get to decide that at? I ain't no better than the person standing next to me, behind me, in front of me, whatever. I don't get to decide that. Yeah, we walk around, we see people living wrong, whatever, doing their thing. I'm not the ultimate judge. Neither was that dude. I ain't want to say his. I'm about to say something I ain't supposed to say. I ain't want to say his dude name. I really don't. You're not even worthy, but we all know the damn man name. The coward. That's what everybody does. It happened with Trayvon Martin. Didn't deserve that. Michael Brown. We can go down the list. Down the list. What you say? Real good. This is what we were talking right here. This. Let me get that a second, Lord. But yeah, and it happened right here in Illinois, right where we live at, right in our backyard. Not saying if it happened anywhere else, it wouldn't be as important, but it happened right here in our backyard. Well, vocalist once said his partner wasn't no better because if he was a good cop, no way would he have let the devil do that. That's facts. Because he could have stopped him too. That's true. I actually didn't even think about that till you just said it. He could have stopped him. Hey man, what you doing? Hey, she ain't want no threat. I didn't know a pot of boiling water was a threat. Like I said, that's news to me. Real talk. And we laughing not at the situation at all, but the stupidity, the level of ignorance that goes on in this world. We go out here and we work every day. We're around a lot of white people. We will say that because we mainly in their area. The looks that we get, I okay, focus. I don't even know. I can't even imagine what Sonya Massey or any of our people that's been unalived by a police officer. I can't even imagine what they went through. I can't imagine what their families went through. I lost two cousins, so I can somewhat relate to this crap happening in the streets. And something has got to change. Something has got to stop. Did y'all know this man was at three other law enforcement agencies before he was at this one? How the heck y'all do a background check and miss that? We see an interview with the sheriff. His words were, "We failed." You think? No. You hired this man, two DUI, by the way. Not one, but two. two DUI. This man already got a history of being fired from other employers. You know what I'm saying? Already had a history of being fired from other employers. Let's say Mirage, what she say, Queen Mimi. When they asked her to turn off the pot, why she have her hands on the pot instead of just turning off the gas? That's a good question. That's a good question. I said from what we saw in the body cam, it looked like she was standing up, and I didn't see her charge or do nothing like that deserved for her to be killed at all. So I really don't know why she didn't take her hands off the pot. She probably didn't think they was gonna shoot her. Really don't know. It's so hard to say. Like I'm not in her shoes, but to answer that, I really don't know. I don't know if that would have changed the outcome or changed the situation at all. We really don't know. Guess we will never know, obviously. But I, I, I don't know if this man was trigger happy. We really don't know. Really don't know. But that's a good question. Let me put that back up. She said, "Why did she have her hands on the pot?" I'm wondering if that would have changed it though. But the messed up part about that is you can't control other people. I just told my daughter this earlier today. Even if she did, will he still have unalived her? Will he have shown restraint? We won't know because he took that as an opportunity. Pow! I'm gonna go ahead and unalive her. Even if she did, I'm like, no matter what, she didn't deserve to lose her life like that. And yeah, vocalist, he ain't ish. You know what I'm saying that way, but he ain't. So I'm not. This is crazy as hell. We know everybody's gonna have different opinions about it. Please believe that. But we're gonna get, like I said, more and more into it when we come back for the second segment. But we want to just basically this first segment talk about the fear that our black people live in. Whether you have your hands on the pot and I'm not vocalist, you ain't got to apologize. We all angry. That's how I was just read my mind. I was just about to say that. We living in fear. Not saying nothing against white people. Not saying that at all. But we living in fear and we angry. You know what we saying is you can't even go out and just look good, enjoy your life, take care of yourself. You can't do none of that. You know, people looking down at you, judging you like your life is less than theirs, or you weaker than them, or they better than you. And I don't know who put that idea in their head. I blame the parents. I really do. But I'm angry too. I'm sick of my people getting killed out here. And then now I'm probably gonna get some comments for this. I don't even know, but we doing it to each other too. So we're not really helping. So it's like a catch 22. I ain't the expert. I'm just saying. And what she say? Rise, there are two body cams. The one on the news, you can't see everything. On the second cam, she crouched down, she popped back and threw the water at the cops. Yeah, it was some couple of videos. Think I mainly saw them on TikTok. And it was only from, I believe correctly, one point of view. So from what we saw, I didn't see her throwing no water. I said, I'm more than happy to go back and look at the video, go back and look at it again because I wanted to make sure I came on here and did everything accurate. So no, I did not know because it was him and I think two other officers on there. That did that as well. Who was it? John Sugar. How do I go live on here? Message me, man, and I'll send you the info because you can't go directly live on LinkedIn, but you can sign up for StreamYard, but I can help you out with that. But yeah, just message me probably about that. But yeah, what's that? Mirage, we didn't see that. Even I think the sheriff said something like that. She didn't deserve to die like that. But I didn't see that. I will say that much. And regardless, taser, restrainer, putting a bullet in her head wasn't the answer. Now we get what everybody is saying, but unaliving her was not the answer. It absolutely was not. And That part probably have to agree or disagree, but we're gonna say this real fast and we're gonna take a little break and play some music, you guys. Um, this woman is gone. That's all I know. She left behind family, she left behind the son, she didn't deserve it. That's like saying Trayvon Martin and all the other people that's been alive deserve that. And there's no way. You're supposed to be the one with the badge on. You're supposed to be the one showing no restraint. You're supposed to be the one that's supposed to keep a cool head. I don't care if she said I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She could have charged at you and threw the damn water, whatever. Like we said, from what we saw, she wasn't in no threatening position. But like we say, everybody seeing different things, different angles, and that's cool. I'm not saying nothing against nobody. But you're supposed to be the one that's showing the restraint and doing your job. That's what you were there for, not to unalive somebody. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So y'all feel free, hang out with me because I'm gonna read this whole article that we found. And Mirage, can you please let me know where you saw that video? I don't know if you're still in the room. Where you said she was throwing the water on them? Because I'm more than happy to go look at that because I did not see that. I saw mainly everything on TikTok, and that's why I'm asking. So if you please let me know where you saw it at. Well, we're going to play some music, y'all, and we're going to be back from School Appeal on the Queen Mimi Radio Show. Thank you to everybody for joining in. And like we said, all comments are welcome, y'all. We just want to keep them positive, so on and so forth. So y'all hang out with us for a minute. We will be back. y'all. And just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi Radio Show. For those that are just joining us, we are talking about a wonderful, wonderful queen who unfortunately her life ended about a week or so ago on July 9th. Sonya Massey, we just giving a recap for those that do not know. First off, they may not ever even see this show, but still want to give our condolences anyway. You know, we are mother ourselves. We have two boys and two girls, and we couldn't imagine like what her family going through, what her son must be going through. We can't even picture. But we got some comments while we were on. Oh, that me. Okay, it makes sense. Make sure we ain't miss nothing, y'all. But yeah, we can't even imagine what these people must be going through. And I just saw. Okay, so you got the. This is Ma says that video type copy and paste title. Okay, okay. Make sure we check that out. But yeah, we want to talk about this topic. Been doing this for years. Every time we hear about, one of our people being unalive, regardless of like the circumstance, regardless of the reason, we just feel like we need to. There ain't no try to get no fame or anything out of it, but things like this we need to bring awareness to, like with real talk, y'all. So what we gonna do? Because we did look this up. Of course, this was on USA Today, so we just gonna read a little bit of this. Of course, we pretty much know the gist of what happened anyway. And like you said, we know everybody got their own opinion and whatnot. What we got? Okay, Mirage, we got you. We definitely gonna make sure we check that out. But we want to read this from USA Today. That says ex-Illinois deputy shot Sonya Massey out of fear for his life. The sheriff's report says, according to a sheriff's office report, Sean Grayson, who was the one that unalived Sonya Massey, said he shot her after fearing she would throw boiling liquid at him, which would have caused great bodily harm or death. I don't want to cause you no death. The former Illinois deputy was charged with murder and believe he pleaded not guilty, if you remember correctly. After fatally shooting Sonya Massey in her home, says he fired his gun after fearing she would throw boiling liquid at him, according to the sheriff's office report. He says, as I approached the cabinet, Sonya stood up from a crouched position, so she was down on the floor apparently, grabbing the pot, raising it above her head, and throwing the boiling substance to me. Former Deputy Sean Grayson wrote in the Sangamon, hopefully we said that correctly, County Sheriff's Office report, which was dated on July 9th, which was last month. I was in imminent fear of getting boiling liquid to my face or chest, which would have caused great bodily harm or death. I fired my duty weapon in Sonia's direction. And according to USA Today, this says the body camera footage, and we know they ain't gonna report everything, just a little side note, y'all. Body camera footage from his partner. So this was the partner's body cam footage. Shows Massey and Grayson talking in her home. Like she said, she called them because she think it was something about an intruder, if you remember correctly. In her Woodside Township home as she moves around her kitchen while he stands a few feet away with the counter in between them. And we did see that on the body cam footage as well. Moments before he fires his gun, you hear Massey saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So this what she's saying in the video. And which Grayson wrote, he interpreted to mean she was going to kill me. I don't know how you interpreted that, but I don't even really know what possessed her to say that. We really don't know. But he yells at her to put down a pot of boiling liquid. I wonder if she was getting ready to cook and make dinner or something, but that we still trying to put that part together. But he threatens to shoot her as she ducks while saying, I'm sorry. Massey is seen covering her face with the pot as Grayson points his gun at her. Grayson stands in front of his partner's body camera at the moment he fires his weapon, obscuring the view of Massey at that moment so you couldn't really see her. And Grayson wrote in his report that he thought He had activate his body worn camera at the beginning of the call, but then realized, wait, okay, he hadn't and told his supervisor at the scene. He had requested and was permitted to view the footage from his partner's body camera. How the heck you don't know your body camera on? Okay, yeah, that part. Grayson indicated he gave Massey loud, clear, verbal commands to drop the pot. After Macy ducked behind a cabinet, Grayson said he came closer to her to make sure she did not grab any other weapon. Once again, I fired my duty weapon in Sonya's direction. The report read, I observed Sonya fall to the ground behind the counter. Grayson has, of course, pleaded not guilty and he remains in custody. He was fired from the sheriff's office after the shooting, and community members, including Massey's father, have called on the sheriff. Oh, we did not know this part. Jack Campbell to resign. That was the dude we saw in that interview. Because he was like, yeah, we have failed. And I'm sitting there like, you think? You think you failed? Obviously. And what's this lie? What we got going on? My opinion, when she said, I rebuke you, the police were not close yet. They were out of her range. I think they should have stayed there and waited to see what she would do, even let her throw it. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if she would have did, I went to school for medical assistance, so we already know, like, first degree burns, second degree burns, third degree burns. A pot of boiling water, that would probably be dang, I'll probably say either first or second degree. It's been a minute since we went to school. But yes, that we would agree with that. That gave you no reason to unalive her at all. So they obviously didn't show the part with what possessed her to say I rebuke you. I don't know if it's because they were white or they were police officers. We don't know, but they did call them sis. So that's all we gonna say. But just wait to see what she was gonna do. And like I said, y'all got tasers and stuff. We ain't a fan of the Taters either, but I mean, at least she would have been alive. I mean, damn. But where was we at? Oh yeah. Um, and he's declined to resign. So we're gonna finish reading this. The sheriff Jack Campbell, and we saw him do an interview. This one of the videos we saw on TikTok, and the lady was asking him like, "Did you know about his background? What's this Grayson? Did you know about Grayson's background? That he was fired from previous employers and he had two DUIs?" And the sheriff was like, "Yeah, I knew." And she asked him like, would they have changed their mind about hiring him? And he was like, no. I'm like, are you freaking playing with me right now? No, like I said, I'm never gonna get in the police force, even before or after this, never. But I'm an employer, and we getting ready to hire somebody. We see this on your record. I don't care if you're black, white, polka dot, whatever. No, I'm not gonna hire you. You a risk. That's why they have to do background checks and they have references to your previous employers. Hey, why was old dude fired? What did he do? Was he a hothead, alcoholic, whatever? I don't care. That's when you do your research. But they didn't care about that. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You can get mad at me. They didn't care. They wanted somebody else out there in that field so they could do their job, just to quote their job, which he did not do. He didn't show any kind of restraint. He didn't keep a cool head. He didn't even wait for the lady to even show any kind of threatening position, charge at him, do anything to him. She's standing like, I'm sorry, I apologize, y'all. Now I was just playing. All she said was, I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus, that's all she said. Maybe it was something that you said to her that made her say that. We don't know. Like my girl said, I'm a Raj. Um, it might be from different angles. So we don't know. But the body cam got her that phone apart his grace and turned off the camera save after he shot her. But yeah, and see, I ain't know my body cam went on. All right, get the hell out of here. That stupidity. Get the hell out of here. The body cam that got her throwing apart is Grayson's. He turned on the camera save after he shot her, but the body cam still captures a few seconds. Yeah, that's what I said because I know it was one of the videos that we saw. Then one of his partners was asking, "You want me to go out there and get a kit to, probably give her first aid?" And he was like, "No, I already got it." Like, shit, look, why she wild stock or something? Like, that's a human being that you just killed. So of course the sheriff has declined, so he ain't gonna resign. Didn't think that was gonna happen anyway. But Grayson's killing of Massey, a 36-year-old black woman, has drawn demonstrations coast to coast and renewed calls for police reform. Okay, not read enough of that. You know, we all, how can we put this in the simplest way possible? Everybody got their own opinion, their own comments or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, this lady is no longer with us. Nobody deserves to be shot in the head like that. We already gave a trigger warning before the show started. Nobody deserves that. Absolutely not. Um, this man is gonna be prosecuted. We don't know what the outcome gonna be. We do know that he has pleaded not guilty to murder. So obviously, this dude does not think he did anything wrong. He was doing his job, which you were not. We could care less if she dumped it over your head. You're supposed to be the one that shows restraint. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be the one. I'm gonna keep a cool head no matter what. Obviously, she believed in Christianity or whatever. Whatever the reasons were that she said what she said, you have no authority to take her life. Serve and protect. That's supposed to be our job. We ain't seen that in so long. We done had encounters with the police. They done raised their voice at us, told our car, took everything, even involving our kids. We had one raise his voice to us. You're not her mother. You're not her parent. How dare you come around and tell me how I'm supposed to raise my child? That's not your job. Absolutely not. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this: a lot of people, whether you police officer or not, abuse their power, and that's what happened in this situation. That's what happened in every single situation that's involved our people. Power has been abused, and because you got that badge on, you think you above the law, that you can't be touched. You're not invisible. You're not untouchable. Hell, even I'm not. I ain't no police officer, but no, I'm not untouchable either. You can be behind bars, death penalty, whatever, just like anybody else. Now, we only gonna say this from what we saw, and we're gonna make this very, very clear, because we know it's so much more information that needs to come out. There's so much more information that needs to be released, and it needs to be released so everybody know what the hell happened. But from what we saw, regardless, this lady didn't deserve that. Now she left behind a father, her son, young. I believe she was around our age, if you remember correct, because it didn't say that in the report. But this is sad, and it's just leaving a lot of people like ourselves to wonder what kind of world we living in now. I mean, this one of the reasons why we don't really go nowhere anymore. It started with COVID, but this one of the main reasons. You can't even call the police to your house, be at your house, enjoy yourself, go out, have fun. There's so much to change. And a lot of people, they anxiety, mental health is higher than ever. A lot of people living in fear. You ask anybody, I don't like I said black, white, whatever. How you feel about the police now? But believe it or not, everybody's still gonna have different answers. Seriously. And we at the point like we just want to go do what we got to do and get the hell home safe. We've always been like that, but I don't know about y'all, but it's getting higher and higher with us. Like we show the police respect, so on and so forth, but we just make our best effort like to not even come in contact with them. Cause yeah, we don't know what the outcome gonna be. We ain't ashamed to say that, and us is this whole system is jacked up. It's never been designed for anybody to succeed, come together, none of that. And if we really got into the meaning of what these police officers really represent, we ain't gonna talk about it now, but we will on our other show. Y'all gonna be like, she lying like hell. I promise you, I put down my kids. We are not lying. We ain't got no reason to lie, y'all. That's why we wanted to come on here and talk about it tonight and say her name. And I need y'all to do the same thing. She ain't deserve that. Nobody does. Nobody has the authority around to go around and do any of that. How is this going to unite us and bring us together? We out here killing each other. Our people getting killed. None of this is making sense. And we used to be the type too, like we hated watching the news because it's so damn depressing. It's so sad. Like, can we see something happy for once? No, because everybody got to think with emotion. Everybody got to react instead of just seeing, like, okay, what this person going to do? Even if they would have harmed you, you can still show restraint in so many other ways and so many other outcomes that could have taken place where y'all would have went home, she could have stayed at home. But you assumed, you thought in your small-minded head that she was a threat to you. That's the excuse we have heard with every single shooting. I thought they was a threat. I thought they were gonna harm me. They was playing music. They had on a hoodie. They jumped me. They did this. X, Y, Z. Take that yellow and keep it moving. Look, we get it. Don't nobody don't want to be embarrassed. Nobody don't want to be humiliated. We get that. But that still don't give you no reason to react the way that you doing. That's once you gone, it ain't no coming back. It's not. And everybody take their life for granted. You get one chance, ain't no do over. He's done. And this lady is gone. What's say Mirage? What's up? She had her hands in the pot and said, I rebuke you. Do you feel that she might wait, do you feel that means she might throw it or not possible? Um she had her hands in the pot and said, I rebuke you. I I that's a good question. Wow. I don't know. I will be first say we ain't ashamed to say that. We actually don't know because all of the footage ain't been released. You know what we're saying? And we don't know if it was an exchange between her and Grayson or maybe his partner or whatever that made her say that, or maybe it was their approach to her, or maybe the way it was talking to her, or the questions they were asking, because none of this has been said. And dang, maybe she was, I don't know. We ain't got no problem saying that. We actually do not know. And might have been for protection, keep ourselves safe. That's a good question. Did not think about that. But probably was a possibility. It may have been a possibility. We won't say definite, but we would have to really know what would have made her say that. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We don't even know. So that's a good question. She might have. If she felt threatened, she already called and said there was an intruder in the house. So that question we will never know the answer to. Like we said, even if she did, and I said from what we saw, I don't think she had the intention of throwing it because he told her to put it on the ground. She obeyed everything he said. So it's that it's really hard to say. We really don't know. And like we said, them one of the questions we don't think we would ever know the answer to. Um, I'm thinking maybe she probably was cooking. I'm hoping she was cooking or getting ready to make dinner or do something. Because why would you have a pot of boiling water on the stove and you call the police? That's the only question I would have, like on her end. But I'm not condoning nothing at all because like I said she didn't deserve that. But am kind of wondering like why would you have that water boiling when you getting ready to make dinner or bake some or I don't know. But most people, from my experience, we can say this, like, they want to do something, they gonna do it. We know we can speak for ourselves. Ain't nobody ever made us do nothing we ain't want to do, and either we gonna do it or we not. But I can't really speak for her. I That's a good question. Hey, what is they do? I really think it's a possibility. We're gonna say it's a possibility. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. But what was we saying? Honestly, man, I think this world is going to hell. It's seriously gonna burn. There's so much evil and hate out here that's going on, and it's like if you do react, outcome ain't gonna be good. If you don't, the outcome is gonna be even worse. So it's like so freaking crazy right now, and we know what the outcome is. Obviously, we sitting here talking about it, and out of respect, for her family and whatnot, we really don't even know what happened. What we said, what happened was when she put her hands on the pot, the police stepped back. She asked why. They said she had the skin in the water or that. Yeah, we said we saw in the video. All this stuff you asking, we pretty much saw in the video. But like I said, we was wondering why she even had it. You know what I'm saying? What happened was when she put her hands in the pot, the police stepped back. So they already, we assuming, like we said, we just read a minute ago, they assumed she was going to throw the water. They said she had to steam the water. So it's crazy. Um, I don't know. Guess they was trying to take a step towards her. I saw a couple of videos on TikTok, and it looked like she was just standing there holding the pot, and then she sat it down. This guy was like, Grayson was like, "I'm gonna shoot you in the head," but honestly, she's gone. That's the fact. What she could have done, what she did do, what she didn't do, why she was boiling the water, why they were there. Honestly, all that's just our opinion because we weren't there is irrelevant. We type focus on the fact she's gone and she was unalive by a white police officer. She did not deserve it. And like we said, and we cannot say this enough, we don't even know or can even imagine what family must be going through. We've lost loved ones, but never ever this way. And we angry. Don't know if anybody else is, but we angry because it's got to stop. And then people justify, their evil and what they're doing. How can you justify taking an innocent life? And everybody is so focused on this boiling water. The man shot her. He unalived her regardless. Look, we get it. She was holding the water. She had it in the house already, but that gave this man no reason to unalive her. None. There's so many ways, and we've been in situations, nothing like this, obviously, but we've been in situations where the outcome could have been so much different had we responded differently, had we kept a cool head, had we, took a step back. Okay, if I do this, what's gonna happen? If I react like this, it's gonna make everything worse. There's so many other different ways that this could have been resolved. So many other ways. But like we said, the fact of the matter is this man's sitting in jail, and now this queen, our sister, Sonya Massey, her family has to bury her. She's gone. So obviously, and I said, we just gonna be pretty much fine. I could really care less why she had the boiling water. Yeah, we were wondering, but I'm not justifying none of our people getting dead. Absolutely not. That could have been somebody we could have helped, talked to. Who knows? Obviously, we never know if we would ever meet her, but we never gonna know. There's gonna be a whole lot of questions we're not gonna have the answers to. But facts, she's no longer here with us, and somebody's gonna be held accountable for it. The Illinois Police Department, whatever they are, everybody gonna be looking at them like they're looking at police officers in a whole different light now. So, I mean, whether or not she would have threw it, whether they waited, body cameras, any of that, man guilty. Man is guilty. And we don't know what the outcome of this situation gonna be, but we hope this man gets persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We need to go back to capital punishment. Let the punishment fit the damn crime. You want to unalive? Your turn. You want to essay somebody? Your turn. You want to rob somebody? Your turn. Feel what they feel. Because a lot of people ain't going to understand until you do. Feel what that person feel. Feel what that family feel. You have that fear and that anxiety building up in your body. You feel what they feel. Because a lot of people ain't going to understand. It's like things that we've gone through. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that until you go through what we went through. Unless you know what it's like to lose a loved one to anything, you're not really gonna understand. You're gonna tell people they need to get over it. They shouldn't have did that. Or why did she have this? Why? Is that really important? Everybody gonna be analyzing that. She had the pot of boiling water in her hand. She deserved to die for it? That's a question that needs to be asked. Did she deserve to die because she had a pot of boiling water in her hand? Our answer, hell no. That never should have happened. And his partners that were standing there with him, as far as I'm concerned, they should be sitting in jail with him because it's not like you did anything to stop it. You could push the gun and, hey man, what you doing? She not being no threat. Y'all stood right there and let that man unalive her. Stood there. But of course, they're not gonna be prosecuted. It's not gonna happen to them because technically they didn't do nothing wrong. But pretty sure they was questioned. Pretty sure they gonna be interviewed. I'm almost most certain of it. But like we said, y'all, we gonna take one last little break, you guys. Hold up. I don't know what I'd say. The cop could get acquitted because the law says they can shoot you if you try to throw scalding water at them. They're saying how the laws are. And you know what, Mirage? If that happens, I won't even be surprised. I'm gonna be mad as hell, but I won't even be surprised because that happened with Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman, he got acquitted. So honestly, if that happens, we won't be surprised at all. You know, because they have all these fake so-called laws they can hide behind, which you already know majority of them, and get away with murder. Which you're gonna pay the penalty for that when you leave this earth. So you really didn't get away with nothing. You're being watched. Whatever God we believe in, whatever y'all believe in, you're being watched. So really, you're gonna pay the punishment, even if it ain't made a little so-called courtroom trial, whatever. But if that happens, you won't be the least bit surprised. So you actually hit a point there. Real talk. And we hope, we hope that don't happen. But if it does, don't be surprised. Won't be the first time, correct? Just saying. So we're gonna say all this, y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and take our last little break. Yeah, there's a possibility he could get acquitted, even with the body cam, interviews, all that. We hoping it don't turn out that way because it ain't gonna bring her back. Wish that it could, but we hoping it would at least give her family some sort of peace. We did see an interview with her 17-year-old son. He was like, yeah, that man should be locked up. He should never be able to walk the streets. And we agree. And we're gonna take it a step further. He shouldn't even be breathing. We said it. Shouldn't even be breathing. But like we said, we can hope he's get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But we don't hold our breath. This is happening so much and it's becoming so common. We just sit back like, let's just see what's gonna happen. Cause everybody, he should go to jail. He should get that. Let's just see what's gonna happen. They get the slap on the wrist. You took somebody's family member when you don't get a slap on the wrist. And that's why this man has had previous employers leading up to the one he just got fired from. So this will be, think like 4 or 5. And they think in their head, I didn't do nothing wrong because they're not being punished. They're not being held accountable. So if that happens, Mirage, won't be a surprised at all. So we're gonna stop running our mouth, y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and play some more music. Thank you, Mirage. Thank you to everybody for coming through with your comments. I definitely appreciate them, y'all. Um, hold up, now one more. We're gonna take a break. It is a very unusual situation that she had two guns drawn on her, yet still trying for water. That's it. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different angles. Like I would have done that. I got two guns drawn. Okay, yeah, here you go. I'm not gonna do nothing. So this is a crazy show, but we like it. Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would not have done that. You wouldn't even gone over to that boiling water. We know we wouldn't have at all because you don't know what people are capable of. That's our whole big thing. Wish we knew what was running through her mind. Wish we knew, but I was unfortunately not going to know the answer to that. But that's highly, highly unusual. So that we hope that was not her MO at all, because that would be very stupid to try to get dead over a pot of boiling water. But you won't never get a chance to find out. And of course, police officers, from their point of view, ain't gonna tell the whole thing. So that is crazy as hell. It's very unusual. Um, and we hoping that's not what she did that for. We hoping, and we say all that because we weren't there. We only going by this body cam footage when we just read what they reporting, because pretty sure we're leaving a whole lot out still. Pretty sure of it. But we're gonna stop running our mouth for a second, John. We're gonna go ahead and take one last little break. Then we're gonna come back in and of course give our last few little words on the topic. What's going on? We're gonna go ahead and give our social media. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here as well. Take this off of there. But like we said, we really hoping that was not the situation. It was crazy as hell. But we will be back on the Queen Mimi Radio Show, y'all. some more comments while we go on our little break. We are back on the Queen Mimi Radio Show, you guys. And see Mirage. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Mirage. Thank you so much. Thank you. Said I'm not sure if these incidents are on the increase or on the decrease. We'll have to see some statistics, and it might vary in different places. That is true. That is true. And we just know, of course, about Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, just to start the list. People unfortunately being. Oh, you can't hear me. Unfortunately being unalive. Can you hear me now? Unfortunately being unalive. I think I'm gonna turn it back on. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, probably this might. But yeah, unfortunately being unalive. But that is something real talk we should look into. We had literally just got off. Appreciate it. We had literally just got off work and came straight here because we want to do this show. We was gonna do it last week. We was like, nah, let me get all my facts and stuff together. Mirage been coming in, hanging out with me for the hour. I appreciate it and gave us a little bit of insight as well. So make sure you subscribe, Mirage. I'm about to get my social media in a second, but we're gonna go ahead and just say this and get out of here. Like that's a good point. But I don't know. From what we've been seeing, we would think it's on the increase. Like I said, it's just an opinion, y'all. We ain't got nothing to back it up. We ain't got no problem saying that. But it don't happen for a while, then it happen again. Then don't happen, then it happen again. Then we hear about a mass shooting here, a mass shooting there, and that's what we're saying. We don't even want to go nowhere no more. It's crazy as hell. Like you can't even go outside. You can't do simple stuff no more. We remember when we was a kid, but it was nothing like this. Not saying we ain't had no shootings or nothing, but real talk, it was nothing like this. It's getting worse and worse. So that's a good point. But you know what? We're gonna look that up. We're gonna look that up. And we didn't get a chance to do it, but we're gonna look that up. But yeah, for those that's just joining in, we just talking about our queen, our sister, and everybody saying her name, so we're gonna say it too. Sonya Massey, that was unfortunately unalive by a police officer last month over a pot of boiling water, and because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," hmm, lost her life because of that. And we already know a lot of our people out here angry, even white people. Everybody's out here angry. Everybody on the edge right now, anxiety, stressed out. We know. Trust us, we know. We have to listen to meditation music just to keep our mind. Ugh. Find your pressure point. Find your peace wherever it is. Because we be so adamant. Like, take care of yourself, man. Look out for yourself. If you ain't got to get involved in no trouble, don't do it. Real talk. Don't get stay yourself. Mind your damn business. All that. I say, Mirage, Queen Mimi. The thing about these times is that body cams are a new thing. Yeah, because they had to come out with them because everybody was like lying and all that stuff. So we see all these violent situations caught on camera on the police activity channel. Police activity channel? So I'm glad you came on because I didn't know that. A police activity? I need to look that up ASAP. Ain't gonna be a night though because I'm tired as hell because I've been working. I ain't feeling about y'all. But police? Oh, wow. Sis, I came on here and gave us some 411. I appreciate that. And I can't remember what year they started with the body cams or who, was unfortunately unalive when they did it, but they didn't always happen as we already know. But yeah, because everybody was like, this happened, and then it came out they was lying and all that stuff, so that's why they started doing it. And of course, people being unalive and all that stuff. But um, we know we sound like we all over the place. Like I said, we just came off work, you guys, so our apologies, y'all. And we wanted to make sure we came on here with, accurate information, definitely out of respect for, Sonya Massey and her family. And once again, we offer our condolences. They will definitely be in our thoughts. Anybody that's been unalive before her, they still definitely in our thoughts because we will never forget. So we didn't say everybody's name. Real talk. Because if that was you or your family member, you want them to do the same thing. And we're going to close out with this. First off, Amazoni and Mirage, please forgive us if we said your name wrong. We don't ever want to do that. But thank you for coming in and hanging out with us during this whole hour. This came through and gave us some good info. We know they have a police activity channel. Please tell me where I can find that at, because I would like to go look. Real talk. I'm not even just saying that. And subscribe, girl, because um, I definitely want to make sure we connect. But yeah, we wanted to make sure we came on here and definitely show respect to Sonya Massey and her family, and just close out with this, y'all. Cherish your life, man. Not saying I saw your match different. You're not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but cherish your life. You get one. We have to sometimes think about the consequences of our actions, and we talk about grace on this part, and just show restraint. We done been in situations we can't say this enough. When we had to look back and be like, if I had did that different, I wouldn't have got. Or if I had said shoulda, coulda, woulda. There you go. But take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Love yourself. Love your life. Like I said, we do our best to avoid any kind of confrontation at all, especially in these times. We used to hear our mom talk all the time. We thought she was just playing. And then we sit on the news like every day, somebody getting unalive, some reckless mess is going on with our people. Anybody, period. Scratch that, anybody. And tension, anger, frustration, irritation, all that is like at an all-time high now. And you don't know who to trust, who to turn to, who to look to, none of that. And reach out for help. That's why we tell everybody, find something that constructive you can do, and that's gonna help you. That's gonna help somebody else. Taking people's lives, it's never made sense to us. And we not judging nobody that has, but the only time we ever said we would ever do that is if it was in self-defense. That's the only time we would ever do that. We're not just gonna just shoot somebody, take their life, whatever, because we felt threatened. How many times when I've been felt threatened? A lot of people, we would have a body count, but it's not worth you sitting behind bars or being locked up for the rest of your life. We get it. People do you wrong. They say stuff. They do this, but you have control over you. Just like he did, Sonya did. This could have been a whole different outcome. We can't say this enough. And honestly, it's increasing. That's our personal opinion. We're gonna look up the statistic on that, but it's definitely increasing, and everything else is increasing along with it. And until we really like seriously step up and get rid of these guns, because that's one of the major problems. That's when it's gonna change. Who made them? Who came up with them? We didn't. Real talk. But yeah, we don't know what the outcome is gonna be with this. We hoping, like we said before, this guy gets persecuted to the fullest extent of their law, and her family finds some sort of peace, whatever that may be. We know it ain't gonna bring her back, ain't no amount of money, none of that is gonna do it. Like we said, we lost loved ones ourselves to the streets, so yes, on some level we can relate, but it never really brings you peace. Everybody grieves different, they deal with loss different, and our thoughts, our condolences go out to Sonya Massey and her family, especially her son, because we have a 17-year-old son ourselves. And 16, we tripping. Tripping like hell. 16. We giving that boy another year. 16-year-old son ourselves. But still, they're around the same age. That's what we're getting at. And it's sad. It's sad. It ain't safe out here no more. Everybody living in fear, don't know which way to turn, don't know what to do. But we want to talk about her because there's something that hits home for us, and we pretty sure a lot of our people as well. Like we said, whether you black or white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever your nationality is, we pretty sure this hits home for a lot of people, and we know everybody's gonna have a different opinion, and that's okay. We can agree or disagree, but focus on the facts. This young queen is no longer with us, and that we cannot say enough. She is gone, and her family's gonna have to grieve her. Never gonna be able to come back and do it all over again. Pretty sure that was her last thought, was being unalive when she called the police for help. We don't know what Grayson's intentions were. He may have not gone there to kill her. We don't know. We don't know the events that led up to it because they're only showing certain angles on these body cams and only reporting certain things that happened and went down. But pretty sure there's going to be more info unfolding, and we're going to find out more things along the way. Because pretty sure it's probably going to go to trial. We don't know. All we know is we angry and we sick and tired of it. And then people justifying, they evil, justifying what they do. You have control over yourself. Things can turn out so differently in life, period. Oh my God, if people just took a step back and just thought for 2 seconds. But unfortunately, once again, in this situation, did not work out like that. So it's sad. And these police are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Nowhere near doing their job at all. At all, y'all. And like he said, something needs to change. It needs to get better. We don't know if it ever will get better. And it's gonna really be up to us to put a stop to it. We'll talk, y'all. But we through running our mouth for the evening. Say this one last time. We're gonna go ahead and give our social media. We're gonna get the hell out of here. We hope this man is persecuted. He sits in jail. He is never able to walk the streets again because our black queen is gone. I don't care if she was holding a pot of water, she threw it, say I rebuke you, whatever. She did not deserve to be unalived. And she is no longer here. So whatever the outcome may be, we know what we are hoping for. We got to keep going and do our best to keep our head up. This world is hard, this life is hard, and life is so freaking unfair. But you got to do the best you can with it. For those of us that still have life, a pulse, and breath in our body, let's get out here and be the best example we can be. Show everybody that you can do something different with your life. And you ain't got to be a statistic. Not that you have anything to prove to anybody, but we can all get out here and be different. You can't control other people, but you can control your damn self. So we're going to say that, and we're going to close out with that. Of course, we are going to find out what the outcome of this case is going to be, of this situation. And of course, y'all know we're going to keep you updated, as always. With all that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and give you all of our social media, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here and enjoy the rest of our evening because we're tired. You guys can check out the Queen Mimi Radio Show over on Zeno Radio, you guys, 24/7. Just go over to zenoradio.com, type in the Queen Mimi Radio Show, and you will hear some of our spoken word because we are a musician as well. Some of our music, we are a producer, and you will hear the latest episode of the Queen Mimi Radio Show for those that missed the live stream for any reason we post the most recent episodes each and every Wednesday, you guys. So y'all go over there, subscribe, and y'all can go over there and check us out as well. And also, you guys can go over to our Facebook page, which is Manima Muhammad, and follow us over there as well. And you can also follow us on our other Facebook page, which is the Queen Candy Podcast. And as you can already see, we got a couple people over here on our YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Queen Mimi Radio Show, you guys. Like we said, real topics, original music, positivity, and healing. That's what we strive and hope to bring, with our show. Of course, as always, you can also go over to our LinkedIn, X, formerly known as Twitter, and our TikTok, which is Queen Mimi, and follow us on those platforms as well. You can go to our IG, Instagram, the Queen Mimi Podcast. Follow us on Twitch, of course, Queen Candy 85, and of course over on Clubhouse. We also play the latest episode of our podcast, which we do every Sunday, and our radio show that we do every Tuesday, live, of course. So you can go over there and check out the replay of that as well, you guys. And of course, we can't forget you guys, the Queen Mimi podcast and the Queen Mimi radio show. We are currently offering radio spins for independent artists only. Because of our religious beliefs, we do not play Christian music. We don't play gospel, you guys, but it has to be clean. So we accept all genres except for Christian and gospel music because we are Muslim. So we just like to point that out and let everybody know if you want to do a 2 week deal, your music will be featured on the Queen Mimi podcast, which is $25. If you want to do a whole month deal, you will be featured on the Queen Mimi podcast and the Queen Mimi radio show, which is the whole $50 deal, which will be the 4 weeks, which we already know. Follow us once again on all our platforms, our Facebook, once again, the Queen Candy Podcast, and our Instagram. And once again, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Queen Mimi Podcast. So, with all that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys come back and join us this Thursday. We will be doing our show with our husband, which is called Real Talk and Real Topics. We are more than likely going to touch on the subject of Sonya Massey again. But this show, we get real into Islam, what's going on with our people. Like we said, what's going on in this crazy mixed up world. So anyone that comes over to join, the only thing we ask is for an open heart and open mind. Like we said, once again, we talk about Islam, so y'all more than welcome to come over. Positive comments only. Any negative, we're gonna have to, we don't do all that. So we understand everybody has their own belief, so on and so forth. But we definitely encourage everybody to come over there and chop it up with us once again. So before we get out of here, let me go over here. Okay, we'll go over there. Amazon and Mirage, thank you so much for coming through to join us again. We have a few other people on our YouTube page. Thank you to everybody. And one person on our Twitch. Y'all, please feel free to comment so we know who you are. Please feel free to do that. Like we said, positive only, but everyone is always welcome. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We had a very interesting show. It's definitely gonna be one of our favorites, y'all. One of our favorites. We definitely had some dialogue and some interaction. What's it? Oh yeah, we got the vampire girl. I got you. That's the first question we get when we tell people we Muslim. Like real talk, yeah. That's the first question we get, and we not offended. But we got the whole bean pie recipe. We got you, girl. Follow us on all our other platforms. We got you. For sure. For sure. Hubby already showed me how to make it, so we all good to go. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, you guys. But once again, and we cannot say it's enough, our condolences and our thoughts are definitely with Sonya Massey and her family. We hope this damn evil person gets whatever's coming to them, whether it be in the courtroom or outside the courtroom. But y'all know we're gonna keep you updated as things progress, as things change. Thank you everyone for coming through and hanging out with us. We're gonna go ahead and play some more music, and we definitely hope that the family finds peace, some sort of peace, wherever that may be. You will never ever really get over losing a loved one, but everybody, deals with the process and they grieve differently. So we definitely hoping for peace for her family, and they're able to move forward and make sense of all this crazy nonsense. Cause we don't know, this war is getting worse and worse. We'll talk, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Peace to you as well, Amazoni and Mirage. Thank you so much. We hope to see you again. And let me know if you live stream as well, because we want to make sure we come and show support, because that's how we are. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, you guys. We threw around our mouth for the night. We're about to go and rest. Tomorrow is our off day, so we're going to be chilling. So we ain't doing nothing, none at all. So y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to y'all later.